Hey, it's Fred, the Submarine Guy, with Fred's 30-day lead generating process. We're on step 22, work with an influencer to build your email list. If you hadn't heard of an, if you hadn't heard of an influencer, you're in luck. Lead generation is your most important task in business because it can just explode your income. Getting subscribers on your email list lets you communicate with them for months and years to come as you provide training, leadership, guidance, and recommendations to them. Your email list is your most valuable asset. Let's get started with this lesson. If you're struggling to gain traction building your list with social media, you may want to turn to an influencer. An influencer is a person who has built a big following on any one of the social media channels. Then they use their influence, which is where their name comes from, obviously, with their list by selling you a service to send your offer to their list. Now, maybe it's not an email list. It may just be a following on Instagram or Pinterest or Facebook or things like that. But if they have a big following, every time that the influencer does a post on one of those, they'll get hundreds and hundreds of people looking at it, commenting on it, and reading the post. So they can sell you a position there to get you some potential leads. Social media influencers work with marketers just like you to promote your products and services in their posts on their social media channel. Since they have such a large and loyal followings, like I mentioned, they can then direct a flow of traffic straight to your email opt-in page. The best thing to offer is your most lucrative and valuable free lead magnet. Now, I emphasize those words because I want to tell you since you're going to pay for the social media or for the influencer's influence to send that out for you, you're going to have some investment. And it may be $20, $40, $60, depending on, how many clicks or signups, that you opt in for. But if you haven't tested your funnel that you're going to send people to, your lead capture page, your lead magnets, to know that it's going to get a 30, 40, 50% sign up rate for interested parties, then you probably ought to go elsewhere to more free sources or really low cost sources to test out and get your lead magnet, your lead capture page converting before you pay an influencer. Not that they're expensive, they're not, but you are going to be putting down some money. Some influencers charge more than others. Depends on how responsive their readers are, how long the guy or lady has been in business, a lot of different things. So you got to look at each one and, if you think the person's too high a cost, you can either go somewhere else or you can ask them, hey, if you can give me a discount, I'll do some repetitive, and I get good results, I'll give you repetitive business kind of thing. So try to work with someone who posts content related to your niche in your business. Obviously, you want, if you're in the weight loss business, you want a person that's got a following of health and wellness, or maybe even specifically on weight loss or weight loss after having a baby, or whatever the specifics are of your niche. This way you can be sure that the audience would actually be interested in what you have to offer on your email lead magnet page. You can find influencers by searching Google for something like hiring influencers on, and put in whatever social media channel you want to look at. Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook even, they all have influencers. One of the things that I recommend that you do as well is to read, let me get my picture off of that, make sure you read current information that you pull up on your Google search. The influencer community has changed a lot over the years. It's probably been going 3 or 4 or 5 years, so it's not that it's new, but you want to make sure you're reading somebody's blog that's current, like maybe this month or last month, or maybe even as far back as the spring of 22. But there's a lot of information from years ago that you may come across that some of it even, still ranks pretty high on Google. So make sure the date of the information that you're reading on either the blog post or the sales page or whatever you're reading for the influencer is current. And that'll save you some headache and heartache. For more exciting tips on lead generation, see my blog post down at the link below. The next tip is going to come out in the next couple of days, so make sure you hit the subscribe button. You'll be the first to be notified. Remember, copy success in business. It works.